Grade 11th. This week and next week, we will be doing term 1 and 2 revision by working through the June district papers of 2019. Just before we get started, I just want to mention that these papers will be structured slightly differently at the end of the year. However, the content and skills in these papers still apply. Right, so today, for the 1st of June, we'll take a look at question 1. Right, let's just move down. Right, so question 1.1. Here they've given you a demographic pyramid for females, registered females per age group in Gauteng. So question 1.1.1, write the total number of registered females in Gauteng in words. So the total number you will find here at the bottom, and that is given as 3,306,769. On the memo, you'll see the same. 3,306,769. Okay, question 1.1.2. Express the female registered voters in the age group 20 to 29 years as a percentage of the total registered females. You will find the amount of females aged 20 to 29 over here on the graph, which is 597,500. Now, how do we express this as a percentage? You will need to divide this by the total females registered in Gauteng, and just remember you have to multiply that figure by 100 to express it as a percentage, because a percentage is in fact a number out of 100. So if we do that, you'll see on the memo 597,500 divided by the total times 100 gives you 18.07%. Right, moving on to question 1.2, which is financial documents. And here we have a salary pay slip, and let's look at the questions. So 1.2.1, what does the acronym UIF stand for that you'll see there as part of the deductions? This stands for the Unemployment Insurance Fund. Calculate 1.2.2, calculate the value of A, which represents the deduction for UIF. And this will be calculated as 1% of your gross salary, which is your basic salary, the salary that is paid before any deductions have been made. So you'll see on the salary slip there that next to basic salary, 9,187 Rand 75 cents. So let's take a look at the memo. You'll see the answer here for 1.2.1, which is Unemployment Insurance Fund. And how do we calculate unemployment insurance? The deduction for the value A is 1% times the basic salary, and that will give you 91 Rand 88 cents. Okay, so 1.2.3, calculate the total deductions B in the salary slip. So now that we already have calculated the deduction for A, all we need to do is add our answer from 1.2.2 with 708 Rand 89 cents, and that will give us the total deductions, as you'll see on the memo right here. The 91 Rand 88 cents from the previous answer, which is the UIF, plus 708 Rand 89 cents will give you the total deduction. Right, moving on to question 1.3. Here we have information for the expenses that Kulani has on a monthly basis, and that includes rent, petrol, groceries, phone, entertainment, savings, other. They mention here that the phone expenses is a contract phone, so normally that would be a fixed expense from month to month. Right, 1.3.1. Consider the monthly net salary in question 1.2 that we just calculated question 1.2. So we'll use this in conjunction with question 1.2. So they ask, does Kulani have a deficit, shortfall, or a surplus after he has paid his monthly expenses? And show all calculations. So this is his monthly expenses, and his monthly income, which is his net pay after deductions, which is 8,886 rand 98 cents. So on the memo you'll see the answer as follows. So total net pay, monthly income, minus total monthly expenses equals 3,002 rand 98 cents. And this means that Kulani has a surplus left. So his expenses is less than his income. Just take note, to get the total expenses, you will have to add up all the expenses given in the list in the question paper, and that will give you 5884 when I add all these figures together. 1.3.2, list all his fixed expenses. So remember, fixed expenses are expenses that do not change from month to month. They are fixed expenses, and often they are deducted from our salaries in the form of a debit order. Right, so rent is definitely one of those. Rent will stay the same for at least a period of 1 year. Petrol cannot be a fixed expense. This will be variable. Groceries as well. They mentioned that the phone contract, or they mentioned that the phone expenses is a contract, so therefore we can take that as a fixed expense. Entertainment will be variable expenses. Savings can also be done in the form of a debit order if you have a fixed investment that you have every month. And if we assume that people save their money first before paying anything else, we can consider savings as a fixed expense as well. So you'll see on the memo that they've listed those as the fixed expenses. So what else can be regarded as other expenses for question 1.3.3? So in the memo, they've given the answer as medical expenses. Anything that doesn't fall under any of these previous categories could be considered as other expenses. You can say something else, for example, an airplane ticket or a train ticket or public transportation, Uber, or anything like that, or any other relevant expense, anything that will not fall under the previous categories. I believe that is it for question 1, and that's it for today, and I'll see you tomorrow for question 2. Right, just take another look at the memo there, question 1.3.3. Also, as we go through the memo, feel free to pause the video when you're going through your work. Alright, thank you, grade 11s. That's it for today. I'll see you tomorrow for question 2. Have a great day.